Welcome to the September Online Poker Series, Episode 1. We're back. We're back to give it another try here in the online poker streets for the series. All the sites during September put on their big series, and I'm going to try to play as much as I can almost every day of the month and see what I can do, whether we can make money again. Just barely squeaked out some profit during the May series. But yeah, see how the process goes, show you my day today, see if I can make some money. As for today, Day 1, it is Sunday. I like that the series always starts on a Sunday. It's either gonna be, it's usually gonna be like very good or like probably bad. And last series during May, we had the worst session, I think, of the entire month on Day 1. Could not have been worse. The worst start, absolutely the worst start that we could have asked for. So I'm hoping today is just even a little bit better than that, and then at least we're on a better foot. But yeah, let's get into the grind. September series, we're in. All right, so I'm on a walk this morning. Just gonna be a very short, like we're talking 7 minutes outside. You know, part of me wanted to just wake up. A large part of me wanted to just wake up and start playing. But man, like I'm gonna be sitting down for the next 10, 12 hours. So it feels a little wrong to wake up, go from horizontal straight to the computer and then sit down for 12 hours. It just, part of it feels right, part of it feels wrong. So yeah, short walk at least before the coffee gets in, wake up the body a little bit, wake up the mind. It's a little chilly out, so yeah, I think it was a good play. All right, got a little bit of food, got the coffee, and we got the Sunday schedule all lined up. I think it's time to play. I think we have to go greedy here because they're gonna lead Deuce X on the turn, which they did. And I don't think they're gonna play a bunch of rays if they just have trips here, so I think it's important to try to get a lot of value from it too. All right, the first cash of the month, the Zodiac main event. This is basically 55 US, and I'm going to fold here. Yeah, it's a $55 tournament. It's got quite a big prize pool, went for the late reg, but yeah, that is officially the first cash of the month. Spot's kind of annoying. I think if we were closer to the money, I might skip it, but they can have threes, deuces, ace three, ace deuce, plus all the flips. I think it's a little too good, but if we were closer to the money, could maybe skip it. Anyway, big flip here in the 88 Dragon. Nice. All right, so I've been playing since about 8 a.m. It's 9:45. Table count, as you can see, pretty low. I'm playing 6 tables. So one of the main changes from this series to last is I don't necessarily want to play less tournaments. Oh, I got a big spot. All right. This is the big spot in question. Good luck. 8s against 7s for 60 blinds. This is huge. All right, let's go. I'm for a turn bluff here. Just gonna be checking back. They're gonna have ace king, ace queen, pocket fives, stuff like that. Nice. Got there. All right, as I was saying before we won that big pot with the 8s, I am gonna be playing less tables this series. That's the plan anyway. I'm gonna try to keep it between 6 to 8. If there's too many good events going on and I can't really swing it to play that few, then I will play more. But the idea is to really prioritize the main games that I need to be playing. I still want to play a similar amount of tournaments as I did last series. But the way I'm doing it is instead of having like 12 tables going, 13, 14 tables going, but like a lot of them have like 100 blinds, 120 blinds, just hopping in right when they start. I'll be late regging some of those ones, you know, 30 blinds, 20 blinds, just so I can prioritize and play less tables in the important tables. I'm gonna try it out at least. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't end up being a lot less volume by the end of the series, but hopefully the prioritization of some of the bigger tournaments and being able to focus a bit better works. I don't know. This is kind of a recent change in the last month or so that I've made. I don't know if I like it better or not, but it's what we're gonna carry on into the series doing. So yeah, you won't see the crazy 16 tables at one time. It'll be more 8 tables, 6 tables, and a little bit more late reg. All right, we're calling off a shove we call. Saw the ace first, happy to see the 8 after. Oh. Surely not. Nice. Big sweat in the money. Nice. Let's go. Bit of Hollywood, and we're gonna put it in. They called pre, maybe thinking about it with the king, queen, pocket tens. Let's see. Call with pocket sevens. Oh no. Oh no, this pot is huge. Don't do it to me. Nice. Let's go. It's a big pot already. There's a couple good rivers we want to see here. 6 of hearts is not one of them. It's really tough to have bluffs here. Like really tough. Folding actually gutters on the turn a lot. I am sort of just left with flush draws. Blocked queens, jacks, ace, queen, ace, jack, which is not terrible. I think we might actually go for it. It's interesting though. Like, I don't want to bluff this hand, but what else do I get here with? Like, honestly, what else? We're gonna have sets, we're gonna have 10x, ace x. I feel like they went big enough on the turn where I'm gonna fold other gutters that are not diamonds. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not a good thing to get called here by the big blind. Calling range for 13 blinds. I mean, it includes a couple worse hands. Let's see how the ace-8 does. They have king-jack. Okay. I think they're gonna win with the king-jack, yeah. Drawing dead. They had a king as well. That really sucks, actually. That's a really big pot of the money. Still gonna be left with 16 blinds, but we got aces 3-way, jack 10 deuce. I'll try like this kind of range bet looking strategy. See if they buy it. I just feel like we don't gain a lot of EV by checking back here. Like, I feel like with their stack versus mine, they're just gonna go with most of their draws, go with most of their pairs. Like, they just have too many chips, so I don't think checking here gains us a lot. And at least we have the ace of diamonds. Okay. All right, we're sweating our in the money table first, and then I'm gonna shove that full house. We got a flip, 119 left. It's been a good run, let's keep it going. Ace on the turn. Beauty. All right, all in. All right, take it down. Not the hand from the big stack we wanna run into. GG's. You can see what bounty we had on our heads, but yeah, that was the least amount we could win in a mystery bounty. Nothing. All right, pretty nice day so far. Already been playing close to 3 hours. And yeah, honestly, haven't had to be tested much in terms of mental game yet. You guys know how these Sundays can be. We will be tested at some point today. Even if I'm flying high, I could be running good 3 hours from now. And it honestly will not matter because we will be tested at some point today, mental game wise. It'll happen. There will be an hour or like 30 minutes of today's session that will just be impossible to play. We're going to lose every pot. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. I'm having that in the back of my head that that can happen. But yeah, so far, smooth sailing. Okay, we run the kings. Ace on the flop, 100 blinds in the middle. Whew. Let's go, nice, what a pot. Got to call off here in the deep run. Good luck. Blind versus blind, one of the shorter stacks. They have a better ace all in, that sucks. Do have diamonds on our side. Diamond or 3, or it's going to be a close call. No. All right, GG's. Ace against ace for 8 blinds there. Nothing to be done. It's good cash. It's going to, I think it's about $300, $350 there, so not a bad one. All right, so I'm coming up on 4 hours playing, 2,500 in buy-ins and 500 in cashes. Actually decent for cashes, but you know, we were able to get on the board in a couple different tournaments. They didn't turn into anything crazy, but yeah, I don't know. We're still in a lot of the big buy-ins that we're supposed to be in. So yeah, pretty happy with the session so far. I feel in control up until now. Check back on the flop is decent. Turn is okay. I mean, they have lots of value. They have lots of bluffs. It's going to be the river that I think is interesting, not the turn. Ooh, 6 of clubs. So we do have flushes in our range, which is important to note. So like versus overbet jam, we're a lot less happy to call now with Jack 10. Against this sizing, I think we should reach into our range and click the call button. But yeah, still awkward now. I mean, it's one of the worst rivers. Nice, we beat a 9. That's really good. All right, 3-bet pot. They're gonna make the call when we have the aces here. Probably still gonna play a range bet on the spot. Wouldn't blame somebody if they wanted to have a checking range here. Kings and queens, some ace X. I think that's reasonable. I will check now. We have the club. We block their calls on some level. Decent check. We're not so deep that we have to triple barrel to get all the money in either, so. And they shove. And fold. Nice. Call from the big stack. Okay, call from the big blind too. All right, more top set action, this time in the million. Okay, the bet big on the turn, let's call. Okay, backdoor flush draw gets there. River we just call, they still value bet worse sets. Can have any of them, could be bluffing. Hope it's not a flush. 5 deuce of clubs from the cutoff. Damn. Really happy with this bluff here. I went for a 3-bet pre-flop off 20 blinds. This player calls. I went for a 10% C-bet. They called. Turn went check, check. I mean, I think they're going to stay pretty sticky on the turn. I'd rather check back and like see if we get there, or maybe see what they do. Maybe we can bluff the river again. That's what happened. I went check on the river from them, and I decided to shove. It's not super hard for me to check a hand like ace queen on the turn, ace jack on the turn. It's not hard for me to check pocket aces, pocket kings. So yeah, I think we get credit for a lot of traps, and they're gonna have a lot of like king queen, jack 10 suited, king jack suited. They're gonna have hands like ace 9 suited that are just really awkward here. So, and like from their perspective in a 3-bet pot, like what am I supposed to be bluffing here? It's tough. Like I'm just gonna have a pair a lot. When I choose to 3-bet pre-flop off the stack. I'm not gonna have too many air type hands. Yeah, it's really tough. Like maybe jack 9, queen 9 sometimes, but those are gonna bluff the turn as well sometimes, so yeah, pretty happy with that bluff. All right, there's 2 tables I'm eyeing down at this stage in the session. 6 hours in, there's 33 left, 13 get paid here. 33 left, 13 get paid here in this 320. There was overlay, so the min cash is $611. 3.5K plus bounties up top. And also this 125 Grand Prix. There's 384 left, 330 get paid. We're not super far off the money there either, so those are probably my best 2 looks. But yeah, I have quite a few tables. Not a good result in the big game. This player keeps waking up with it. GG. All right, this is our first hand in the money. There's an open shove here from middle position. Nice. Let's go. Let's head over here to the million. We're gonna ISO this shove. They have a $100 bounty. We cover by enough. They have king queen, another king queen. Can we go 2 for 2? Boom! Some of these stacks, they're starting to look a little dangerous. Some of these stacks are starting to hype me up. Got our last 5.5 blinds, or 6.5 blinds in the 500 here. See if we can stay alive. We are behind slightly. It's a flip. Okay. Wow. That is the turn we needed. No. All right, good game. Never got it going. No bounties. GG. So yeah, getting to the river here, we lose to the flush, we lose to Jack 9, but we beat their 2 pairs. We beat King 10, Queen 10, Ace 10. Anyway, once they check, we're gonna go all in. Boom! Wow, 2 pair, 2 pair. $150 bounty. That's gonna give us a free roll in this tournament and much needed chips with the bubble kind of slowly approaching. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go for a big value raise here. This one is sketchy, but we're gonna go for it. As played, I feel like it's very likely they have a worse jack. All right, they fold. So this hand, this player's gone for a couple of big leads already, so I didn't think this was like necessarily the nuts, but they did lead on the paired board multi-way. They're kind of the one that's gonna have all the deuce X if anyone has deuce X, so I am giving it a little bit of respect on the flop. So we call. Turn is the 6 of clubs. I mean, I still think they have a lot of deuce X that wants to check on the flush card. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get like 3 big streets from like Jack 8 of diamonds here. Oh, I should use a better example. Like Jack 8 of spades here. So I kind of like the idea of trapping. If they were messing around on the flop, they can bluff the river. I don't want to pile money in against the deuce. It's not as likely they have a jack now. So like, it's still likely, but we do block the jack. They could have just random hands, so I kind of like check. And river, they go for this modest size. It's not very like scary. If they bet like 12, I would just call. But when they bet 8, I think we want to put in the raise, and they just fold. Six hours in, I think maybe 7, might be 7 hours in. Coming up on 4,000 in buy-ins, and cashes are still around 500. Potential we have right now is really good though, really good. We did lose the 500, we lost the 215, but yeah, we have actually really good potential. So yeah, I've been trying to keep the table count lower. I have slipped into 10 tables once, just because there's certain tournaments I couldn't skip. So yeah, we're sitting on 9 right now, which is a decent amount. I would prefer to have less. It's part of my new strategy, but yeah. Table count, little high so far, but hopefully it can lower a bit. All right, are in the money table here. Good luck. Ace 9 against Queen 10, 218 left. Good flop for them. It's a good turn for them. Very big pot. Unlucky. All right, we want a really crucial pot in the money here in this 125 Grand Prix. It was 3 ways on the flop. It was raise, call, call, check, check, small bet, raise, call. Turn, I was like, man, the jack is just one of the worst turns. Lose to queen jack, lose to king 10. There's still kind of like equity hands, like 9, 10 suited maybe went for this play. Queen 10 for sure, king, queen as well. I don't know, 7, 8. Like, we still beat hands, but it's like we lose to a lot of hands now. I decided for a very small bet. They called. River went check, check, and I was super happy to win. Yeah, just not really the run out you want to see when you have king, queen, but that brought us up to a really nice stack. 18 out of 132 players left. This one does have 30K up top. Still a lot of the field left, so it's too early really to be talking about prize pool, but still, nice stack. Just 5 away for the money here. We have a good hand. We're hoping that they're gonna keep betting here. We have a lot of weak hands that want to like call twice, Jack 10, King 7 with a club, whatever. So I expect them to bet pretty aggressively here, I'm hoping. Or they could just have a value bet, right? Let's go check, check though. Okay, don't prove me wrong. King Queen with a club, okay. I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense to check. Here we go, final 125. This is huge. We gotta flip. This is huge. Green is good. Wow. There it is. Big pot on a Sunday. We're going bluffing. Nice. Come on. Another great pot here in the Grand Prix. We open up the ace-7. Big blind defends off a short stack. I go for the min bet strategy. So I'm just going to bet everything I have for one big blind, or maybe close to everything that I have. They go for a small check raise. You know, there is a lot of draws on this board. So with the overcard and the ace of spades, I think call or shove is both better than fold here. So I go for the call, turn is the king. They bet very small. I mean, the ratio of value to bluffs here is going to be, I think, pretty heavily skewed towards bluffs. Yeah, I just think the amount of bluffs to the amount of value that is on the turn here is skewed towards bluffs. Not to mention 10-8 gets counterfeit here. Doesn't mean they're not going to bet 10-8, but it does get counterfeit. So I call again, and they do give up on the river. We win a nice pot. Queens against eights. Late reg is done in this one. Good game in the Masters, 150. I think we want shoves. Snap by ace king, big flip. Oh, come on. It's a big pot here in this 215 half milli. All right, man, this is a really good Sunday at the moment. Like, not to a point where we're guaranteed to make money or anything like that, but I don't know, I just feel like I've been on top of the tables, you know? I feel like I've been ahead of the game, making the right plays, and like we're also running good, which that is 80% of feeling good about a session is running good, I will admit. But yeah, I don't know, I'm excited. We've gotten through a lot of a lot of the main parts of the session, so yeah, if I can just close on a couple of these tournaments, get a lot of cashes. Anyway, we'll check it in a few hours, but I'm just getting some lunch here, some ground beef, some rice. We got under the gun opening on the bubble here, 13 out of 15, big min cash. I think a 3-bet range makes sense. Like, we want to be able to attack the big stacks sometimes and like play more than just like shoving ace king and like big pairs, I think. So I think 3-bet is the strat we want here. Oh wow, we actually have a bounty spot in the other 320. Oh my god, they shove. Stone bubble. No ace, come on. We got this spot, guys, in the 320. This time there is an ace, but there's also a king. Boom. Boom, come on. We're now 4 out of 15. That's how tight this field is. We went from 13 out of 15 to 4 out of 15. It just shows you everyone is kind of in this mid-stack zone. So big difference maker there. Okay, Sunday million, getting closer to the money here. We open up the ace jack, small blind calls. Go for a C bet. I don't mind going for a bigger bet here. I think it's pretty good, but I just went for 1/3. They call, turn is the 8. They have so many hands that are like pair plus flush draw, ace 10, jack 10, queen jack, queen. I mean, the list goes on. So I really like being greedy here when we unblock everything. They end up just shoving. We're out. Oh, nasty. Cash for 150. All right, so we qualified for day 2 of this kickoff event, $500,000. We finished the day 117 out of 769. So yeah, we have a really big stack. We're not in the money. There's still a lot of play left, but yeah, we qualified. I think day 2 is tomorrow. It's possibly a week from now. I'm gonna have to check, but nice day 2 regardless. Pretty interesting spot. I mean, do lose to some flushes like king. I guess like queen 10 of spades, king 10 of spades make like the most sense. King queen of spades, maybe. Just targeting 2 pairs mainly. It's just kind of sick because like ace 10 and ace jack could go all in pre or even fast play the flop. Whereas call is like, I feel like it's more flush draw heavy. I think I'm gonna level myself here and actually check back. It's really bad if they have ace 10, but let's see. Ace, damn. Well, they probably would have called that. No, too late. We still win a nice pot, but yeah. Probably would have called off the aces. Oh, they shoved the ace deuce. Heart is good. Nice, big pot there. We are down to the final 56, $510 locked up. Actually, we're gonna ladder right there, so 643 locked up. Now sitting in the money, 4 out of 10 and 320 millions. 641 plus the 413 in bounties locked up here as well. So we got some cash to work with. Final table of the 320 millions. We're going into the final table 4 out of 9. As you can see, there is one very big stack. Currently utilizing that stack all in against this big bounty. I think small is good. We're gonna have like ace deuce offsuit, which probably wants to not go all in here. Aces, no diamonds. I think just shove this combo. Maybe trap with a diamond. All right, good luck, folks. Take it down, nice. Against Carlos, I think this will be a fine shove. Don't want to get called, and we don't. Final 30. We go multi-way. I'll start with a check. Got good suits. Gonna check again on the 9. Another check. Now the question is check call or bet? Kind of like check call, honestly. Nothing and what? Nothing. Okay. It's actually really frustrating. 3 hands in a row, the short stack survives when I'm short myself. Pocket 5s just beat pocket 6s to stay alive. Ace 8 beat ace jack to stay alive. Ace 9 beat ace jack to stay alive. 3 hands in a row. Okay, the 530 party poker main event. We have a beautiful spot to shove here. It's a flip. Flip in the 500. Queens against top. Okay, nice pot in the 162. Okay, a little bit of frustration setting in. You know, I'm not sure if it's warranted or not, but it's just like we're starting to get late into the day. So there's a natural level of fatigue. I've been playing for 8 or 9 hours now. I think 8 hours. So I'm just starting to like, you know, the pots kind of start to build up, and it's kind of looking apparent that it's going to come down to like 1 or 2 runs if we're going to have a profitable day today. So yeah, it's a little bit more stress when it's like you don't have a lot of good stuff happening. You just got like, you got to hope to get lucky to have a winning day. So that's kind of the way it's starting to look, but we still have these stacks in the money. See how it goes. Nice spot to shove against chip leader here with the ace queen offsuit. Calls with ace 8. Hold. Brutal. It's brutal, man. Come on. God, it's so brutal. All right, after that, current binds and cash is 5.8K. Busted this 530, busted this 365, busted some of these. So got expensive towards the end of the session. 2,400 in cashes. We have this run though, which hopefully does not come to an end right here. Okay. Honestly, it's been a really good day. Like as far as day one goes, and like how I feel about poker. I don't know if we're gonna have a winning day or not. It's really gonna come down to likely this 125 deep run that we have right now. We're one of the shorter stacks. But I think regardless, it's been a pretty sick day. Like I feel like I played well and found a lot of spots, a lot of post flop. I think I followed my table. Like how many tables I wanted to play, that plan I think was pretty good. If I had any critique of myself so far, I think I did get a little kind of zoned out in the afternoon, like 6-7 hours in-ish, which is kind of like backwards, right? Like that's when a lot of your deep runs are happening and like when you're in the money and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe next week. Maybe next week I can remind myself and zone in a bit better, but yeah, I'm honestly really happy with the grind so far. It's been fun. So hopefully we can finish strong. Went for the mid raise here with the ace 10, and it's a 6-9-5, 2 hearts. I got issues with this board. I mean, it is one of the cleanest bet folds, I guess. I don't know. Probably will bluff the turn. I might want to check back a lot with like queen 10, queen jack. Although that's just a gutter. I don't know. I don't know what's a better bluff in the turn. Okay, let me move this table down. Makes it easier for me to record. They actually lead. Oh, they're good. They are good. I do think they lead equity generally. Or is that backwards? I think I'm gonna bluff it. Kind of snap calls, like pretty quick, finding the call. Ouch. So good. These guys are good, man. The reason why I gave up this river is because I thought their blocking range on the turn would be more like hands like 5-7, 5-8, maybe 6-7, just random gutters or flush draws, and then maybe some king X. So on the river, I'm thinking like, okay, the 5X has trips now. I beat the flush draws that miss. I don't think a king is folding. A 5 always snaps me off now. So that's what's scary about the bluff. But it's possible their range looks quite a bit different too. Obviously, when you add in a bunch of 9X or like random 6X, then bluffing becomes a lot better. I don't know. Tricky spot, but I thought I might win sometimes against a flush draw. I thought they would have trips and king X too much, so I just gave up. All right, let's see if that's going to be it for the deep run or if we could double up. Possibly neither. I guess they could go fold-fold. It's not going to go fold-fold. That's a very bad flop. All right, it's gonna be 18th place for 1289. Damn. Unfortunate way to go down. Really unfortunate. That sucks. 1289. Final score. All right, we got a chance at 2 bounties in this hyper. Ace, queen, and king 9. Any big cards are bad. Boom! The only ones that were good. The jacks. Wow, we got a huge stack in this hyper now. Okay. Okay. Probably chip leading, actually. I got 2 games left. All in on the bubble. 13 left. 11 get paid against Sergio. Got 10s. King. Nice. Huge flip for the session. What is this? Well, there's a lot of things that can put money in, and there's a lot of turns that kind of ruin everything. Go for the bet. No! Tank fold as well? Oh. Take it down here, though, which is good. All right. Last game for the day. 162 Hyper Turbo. $906 plus bounties for first. Okay, we shove for 10 bigs. It's Jack 10. Boom! Let's go! I think we probably want to call, like, if they're messing around, we want to call. Their value beats us. Let's hope they have a king. King 7, 95%. Boom! Another bounty. We're down to 3 with the chip lead. Last minute hypers, guys. Last minute hypers paying off. Hey, Lucas is actually going to play the raise here. We'll call. Ooh, perfect flop. I'm going to play call. Keep going. I like it. Call again. Come on. I don't think they have queen 10 much. I'm actually not worried about that river. They should probably be worried about that river. Hopefully they're not. I'd be so shocked to see queen 10 here. Good luck. Aces. Oh, it's aces. Nasty. Let's go, guys. We get that 229 bounty. We've knocked out all the remaining players. We are heads up. Dominated. That sucks. Need a very lucky card. No, we're going to be battling 20 blinds. Good luck. Okay, check raise the flop, barrel the turn here. River ace. I mean, it makes it a bit weird, like, how thin am I value betting? Can always target clubs, though, which makes me want to fire. Yeah, they ended up having an ace, which is obviously pretty unlucky, but yeah, I think, like, if they ever just have, like, a bunch of clubs or even their own gutters, like, they can get to the river with king 5, queen 5, they can get to the river with some 4x maybe. They could have hands like 8, 9, right? Like, they have a lot of auto folds, and, like, I have a lot of 2 pairs and 4, 5 and whatever, so I think a pretty reasonable shove. Like, I don't think the ace ends up being super relevant at that point, but they had the ace, and now we're behind. It's very, very obvious what we're looking for. We did not find it. Half pot, we're getting a good price to see a river. I don't think we want to raise much. Even our deuce X, I don't think wants to raise when we're this shallow in position. Okay, we're gonna brick out. It hurts. Be a pretty sick call. Block some good hands here, but let's fold. All right, we're getting worked. This is to get back into the game. Against king 3. Need an ace. All right, GG's. Second place. Not bad. $1,600. Good way to finish, though. Really good way to finish. Okay, sweet. I actually brought the day back super close to even with that final cash. 5,650 in cashes, 59.95 in buy-ins. So I mean, we lose $300 playing the stakes that we're playing with basically 6K in buy-ins. Losing $300 is, I'm gonna call it even. We're gonna call it even, considering I also made a day two in the $215 500K. That day two is not in the money, so it's not actually like worth dollars yet, but it's a big stack. I would say we're semi-likely to cash. So yeah, pretty much even with the day two that we locked up, and I'll take him in. Nice hyper finish. Okay, so 11 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the helmet. 11 hours on the computer. No? Oh, yeah. 11 hours on the computer. I needed something that involved no brain power. A bike ride. All right, it's late now. I've had way too much computer time today. 11-hour poker session, a little bit of a break, but then straight into the edit. And now I've been kind of wrapping up the day, checking out some of the stats, and also just scoping the schedule for tomorrow. Seeing what games I gotta play, see what time the day two is at. So yeah, let's go over today's session and then we'll wrap this up. All right, so this spreadsheet is fresh. As you can see, not a lot of data on here. The categories we're gonna track is gonna be the buy-ins and the cashes, of course, per session, plus minus, how many tournaments we played, how many day twos we made, and a new column here, the arbitrary luck meter. And that's just how I felt the session was luck-wise. And that is the least important of all of these, but I'm gonna fill this in every day just cause why not? So I guess we should maybe make that slightly green, I don't know. A little bit above average. Okay, so yeah, yesterday's session, we ended up losing $344. Like I said, that's pretty much even. Now, outside of a couple of dodgy hands at the end, like that ace-10, I'm losing a little bit of sleep over that ace-10 tonight maybe in the 125 Grand Prix. I don't know, maybe one or two others. A couple of hands I might be losing sleep over, but I think that was a well-played session. And it honestly did feel like I ran pretty good today, like definitely above average. I feel like I won a lot of all-ins, a couple of unlucky spots, but yeah, I'd say like 6.5, 7. Definitely felt like I ran above average today. 37 MTTs, I think good enough for a Sunday. I missed maybe one or two of the tournaments I might have wanted to play today, but I also got to play like one or two that I didn't plan on playing, so I think all in all, definitely a successful day one. A little bit surprised by tomorrow's schedule. It looks like a little bit dry, maybe. We'll see how the day two goes. My morning is gonna be focused on making the day two on Party Poker. So I'm gonna play some of those morning flights. But yeah, that's what's top of my mind. I'm gonna get some sleep now. Man, I look how I feel. Definitely really tired. Started playing at 7:30 a.m. today, and I've pretty much been on my computer. It's 10:40 p.m. now, so time to get some rest, and I'll be up in the morning to play again. All right, guys, it's fun to be back in the thick of it. Episode 2, gonna be playing tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Let me know if you're excited to have the vlog back. Look forward to hearing you guys in the comments, and I will see you next time.